Why do some people find peace in silence while others come alive in crowds? These differences aren't random. They're rooted in how our brains are wired. Welcome to ThinkWise, where we explore the psychology behind human behavior. Today, we'll reveal 15 theories explaining introverts and extroverts and what truly drives them. 1. The energy orientation theory. Every human has a natural direction for their energy. Introverts focus inward. Their energy flows toward their thoughts, emotions, and inner world. Extroverts project energy outward. They draw power from people, activity, and external excitement. This isn't about shyness or confidence. It's about how your brain recharges. Introverts feel drained after too much socializing, while extroverts feel empty without it. Once you understand this, you stop judging your energy flow and start protecting it. 2. The trait continuum theory. The trait continuum theory says personality isn't black and white. You're not either introverted or extroverted. You exist somewhere on a sliding scale. Most people are actually ambiverts, balanced between both extremes. That's why you might enjoy solitude one day and crave people the next. Personality is flexible, not fixed. When you learn to listen to your energy instead of labeling it, you live in better alignment with your natural rhythm. 3. Eysenck's arousal theory. Psychologist Hans Eysenck discovered that introverts and extroverts have different brain arousal levels. Introverts have higher baseline stimulation, which makes them more sensitive to external noise and chaos. Extroverts have lower baseline stimulation, which push them to seek excitement and novelty to feel fully awake. So when an introvert avoids loud parties or prefers small groups, it's not social anxiety, it's biology. 4. Dopamine sensitivity theory. Dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, works differently for introverts and extroverts. Extroverts have highly active dopamine systems, so social events, risks, and novelty give them an energizing high. Introverts with more sensitive dopamine responses can feel overstimulated by too much activity. They seek peace, stability, and quiet joy instead. Both are chasing happiness, one through stimulation, the other through serenity. Understanding your dopamine style helps you find balance between excitement and calm, the real key to lasting fulfillment. 5. The cortical arousal hypothesis. This theory shows that introverts have a more responsive nervous system, making them sensitive to lights, sounds, and emotional energy around them. Extroverts, on the other hand, need stronger stimulation to feel fully engaged. That's why introverts often enjoy quiet cafes, calm walks, or peaceful spaces where their minds can truly recharge. It's not about avoiding people, it's about finding the right level of peace where their minds can truly recharge. 6. The social compensation hypothesis. Because introverts spend less time in social settings, they tend to channel their focus inward, developing creativity, deep thinking, and strong emotional awareness. This idea, known as the social compensation hypothesis, suggests that limited social interaction often leads to greater inner growth. Introverts use solitude to explore ideas and refine their skills, while extroverts expand through collaboration and shared experiences. Both grow in different ways, one through reflection, the other through connection, each reaching personal evolution. 7. Gray's reinforcement sensitivity theory. Psychologist Jeffrey Gray discovered that our actions are shaped by two systems, one pushing us towards rewards and another steering us away from danger. Extroverts are led by the reward system, chasing novelty, praise, and adventure. Introverts rely on the avoidance system, preferring analysis before action. This is why extroverts leap into experiences while introverts pause to think. It's not hesitation or fear, it's strategic awareness, a built-in mechanism for thoughtful, calculated decision-making that often leads to deeper understanding. 8. Flow and stimulation theory. Flow is the mental zone where time fades and you're completely absorbed in the moment. Introverts often enter it through quiet, independent activities like writing, studying, or creating. Extroverts, however, find flow in group energy through teamwork, discussion, and fast-paced interaction. Recognizing where your flow thrives lets you shape your environment for maximum focus, joy, and purpose. When you stop resisting your nature and start working with it, productivity feels effortless and fulfillment becomes natural. 9. Self-determination theory. The motivation theory divides our drive into two forces, intrinsic and extrinsic. Introverts are often guided by inner purpose, curiosity, and self-growth, while extroverts find energy in recognition, teamwork, and visible rewards. Neither path is superior. Both lead to success when aligned with one's nature. The key is authenticity. Introverts fade without meaning. Extroverts lose spark without acknowledgement.
When you understand what truly fuels you, motivation stops being a struggle. It becomes a flow. 10. Communication accommodation theory. Extroverts adapt their tone, energy, and rhythm to match the people around them. It's their way of building instant rapport. Introverts, on the other hand, stay true to their natural expression, valuing depth and consistency over adaptability. This contrast often sparks miscommunication. Extroverts see introverts as distant, while introverts see extroverts as overwhelming. But in truth, both are just speaking different emotional languages, one through harmony, the other through authenticity. Understanding this bridge changes everything. The mirror neuron system. Extroverts have stronger mirror neuron activity, allowing them to instantly sense others' emotions, tone, and body language. They connect quickly, often lighting up any room they enter. Introverts, however, process these emotional cues more slowly but with greater depth and accuracy. Their empathy unfolds over time, forming deeper, more meaningful bonds. Both types feel deeply, extroverts through immediate resonance, introverts through quiet emotional precision. Each holds a different kind of social intelligence, equally powerful in its own way. The energy depletion theory. Every interaction changes your inner energy. For extroverts, socializing recharges their battery. For introverts, it slowly drains it, even if they enjoy the moment. They need quiet time alone to restore their balance, not because they dislike people, but because their energy system works differently. Understanding this helps prevent burnout, guilt, and self-criticism. It's not a flaw or weakness, it's simply emotional and mental energy management. The personality environment fit theory. People perform at their best when their environment matches their natural temperament. Introverts thrive in calm, organized spaces that allow deep thinking and focus, while extroverts excel in lively, social settings full of energy and activity. When you shape your career or lifestyle around your true personality, creativity and motivation flow effortlessly. But when you're placed in the wrong environment, even the most gifted person can feel exhausted, disconnected, and far from their full potential. Alignment creates balance and lasting success. The sensory processing sensitivity theory. Many introverts fall into a category known as highly sensitive persons, or HSPs, meaning their brains process information and emotions more deeply. They notice subtle changes in tone, energy, and environment, which makes them empathetic, intuitive, and highly creative. However, this same depth of perception can lead to overstimulation in noisy or chaotic places. Extroverts with lower sensitivity tend to handle busier settings with ease. Sensitivity isn't a weakness or superiority. It's a heightened awareness. When understood, it becomes a true emotional and creative strength. The dual identity theory. The dual identity theory reveals that personality is fluid, not fixed. Ambiverts naturally shift between introverted and extroverted behavior based on the situation, allowing them to adapt and connect with different types of people. This flexibility shows that introversion and extroversion are not limits, but dynamic modes of being. When you master both sides, you gain emotional balance, social intelligence, and true adaptability, proving that growth isn't about choosing one side, but learning how to evolve through both. Introverts and extroverts seek the same things: energy, connection, and meaning. One finds strength in silence, the other in motion. The wisest learn from both. If this helped, like and comment. Are you introverted, extroverted, or in the middle? Thanks for watching ThinkWise. Think deeply, act wisely. See ya.
If you want to keep improving your conversations, check out this next video: The Psychology of How to Never Run Out of Things to Say.